Hey everyone, Mr. Renee, Coach Renee here, and I just wanted to make this video. Haven't made a video in a while on the channel, and we've had a great school year so far. We're getting to the end of the 2023 school year here. As I record this video, it's the end of November 2023. I've had a great esports season so far with some tournaments, and hoping that once we get back from holiday break in January, we start up some league play. We've had teams compete in Rocket League, Fortnite, Smash Brothers, Madden, those types of titles, and our Rocket League team actually qualified for the state tournament, so stay tuned. Hopefully, if you're watching this video before January, February 2024, I guess if you're watching after, you know what happened, but we're pretty excited about that here at Noble. But anyway, I wanted to make this video here kind of spurred by a comment a student made today. The topic of this video is kind of the idea of esports versus casual video gaming and its place in the scholastic or education environment. Typically people, when they think of esports, they think of the competitive side where students are competing against other players, other teams, other high schools, other schools, and that's certainly true. But what I found this year, I've been doing this now for about a year and a half, close to 2 years, and what I found is a lot of students are interested in video gaming from the more of the social aspect of it. I think that's really important. I think that we miss maybe a little bit, maybe we don't miss, but we sometimes maybe undervalue the social side of it, because video gaming typically, especially for people my age, and parents, again, I'm a parent as well of a teenager, is, we looked at it as a socially isolating type of thing. But those days are long, long gone and long over, right? And video gaming, although it can be socially isolating, doesn't have to be. And in fact, most kids, most students, you ask them, they prefer to play, with their friends and people online. And so I had a comment today from a student, where it was, experiencing something difficult in class and was kind of frustrated and just said, man, I can't wait to go home and play some video games with my friends. And that really, kind of struck something in my head about, when young people get frustrated, that's kind of, for a lot of them, that's kind of their outlet, is they want to go to an environment that, might be challenging. Video games are challenging, but it's social. They know they have a safety net there, people that they like. And they just have kind of a safe space where they can go. And I think that's so important. And so I wanted to highlight, some work that UNCG, University of North Carolina, Greensboro, and their esports program is doing. If you look on the screen here, of course, this is nobleknights.gg, our website. But also here, this is esports.uncg.edu. And if you've watched some of my prior videos, you know about them. We're, of course, my school here, Noble Academy, is based in Greensboro, North Carolina. And UNC Greensboro is the state university for University of North Carolina. So obviously, if you're outside of North Carolina, most of you probably heard of UNC Chapel Hill, right, because of basketball, Michael Jordan, and all that. But the state has 16 state institutions besides Chapel Hill across the state. And so Greensboro has I'm not sure where they are in size. Charlotte has a school, UNC Charlotte, but Greensboro is one of the bigger ones. And so anyway, they've been on an esports adventure now here for several years, and I've been working with them on several projects and really excited what we have coming up in the future with them as well. But if you go to their website, there's a plethora of information here, but I really like the research section, and they have a great section here on research on esports athlete well-being. And this is really interesting. There's some great topics here, especially if you scroll down to well-being here. There's some topics about the benefits of playing video games, unspoken benefits of playing video game play, and this one here, esports opportunities can enrich students' social well-being. I can't say enough how much that I've seen. Now, again, we're a very small school, so this is a very small sample size. I realize that. But talking with colleagues at UNCG and other universities and other high schools, even middle schools that have esports programs, what we've really found is that students really thrive in these environments where they're with like-minded people and people that enjoy video games, and where they just feel it's a social safe place. With the mental health crisis we have going on now in this country with young people, really with all people, but with young people in particular, finding those social safe spaces is more important than ever. And video games really can be that outlet for a lot of our young people. I think that's really important. It doesn't come automatically, right? So I'm not saying that you put a child in front of a video game and suddenly they're in a social safe space. I'm not implying that. But what I am saying is, with the proper guidance, whether it's from a parent, a loved one, a caregiver, a teacher, right? With the proper guidance and care, just like with anything with young people, right? They need to be put in an environment where they're given a safe place to work and thrive, but also they know that there's adults there or older people that can help them in a place where they feel safe. I think video gaming can be really powerful that way. And I think as we go forward into 2024 and beyond, I really hope that's kind of where esports goes. The competitive side is always going to be there. Obviously, there are some kids that just love to compete and they love to be the best and they want to be the best. But I think you'll find that most kids, at least in my, again, small sample size, but in my experience, especially at the middle school and high school level, they're just yearning for that social place where they can be together with people that have similar interest to them, and for a lot of them that's video games. Let's be honest. Now, I also got an email from a parent today which kind of really put me into a perspective about keeping video games out of the home because they're a little worried about addiction, and that's completely legit. I responded to that parent and I said I completely understand that, both as an educator, a parent, and a video gamer myself. They can be addicting, and they can, if not properly kind of framed, right, can lead to an addiction, whether that's with children, adolescents, or adults, right? They can all get addicted. And certainly some personalities kind of, might tend to lean more to those addictions. So again, I'm not saying that, video games are the answer to all the the social mental health problems we have in our country right now. That's not what I'm implying, but I do think they can be one answer if we look at them through that lens. So anyway, I wanted to make this quick video because it's something I've been thinking about. I know UNCG, I really encourage you to go to their website here. Again, it's esports.uncg.edu. So this is their homepage here. Whoops, well, that's UNCG, but if we go back here to esports.uncg.edu, of course, you can just Google UNCG Esports. And if you go to the research tab, I encourage you to look at all their other cool stuff they have going on, including the league, our high school league that we're in with them. But if you click on the research tab, they have several faculty members that I've met and that are really interesting people that are doing some really cool work around. In fact, they even have something there called the Network for the Cultural Study of Video Gaming, right? So I think this is really fascinating, not only something that's interested in video games, but also education, and also how we can, help our young people that are going through somewhat of a mental health crisis right now. It's sad, and it's something that I think as adults and educators, we need to be much more proactive in. And again, one of my beliefs is that I think video games can be helpful in that arena. And even students that don't have mental health problems, they still need social spaces. Young people need those safe places to go with like-minded people. And what better place to do that in an esports arena like they have at UNCG, or in your computer lab or media center or whatever you have at your school, or a place where kids can come together, young people can come together, they sit around, they play their favorite games, they learn those social skills, how to chat, right, with each other, how to interact with each other, how to share, how to take leadership, right? I can't tell you how many times I've seen students say, step up and say, hey, maybe there's a conflict or something, and somebody steps up and says, hey, let's resolve this by this, right? And because it's a topic that they all can kind of have a common language around, they can resolve conflict that way, because video gaming can be toxic, right? Again, I'm not saying that it isn't. There's toxicity out there like there isn't anything, but in my experience, in the right environment, students can really thrive. So that's just been on my mind lately. Haven't made a video in a while, so I just wanted to put that out there, kind of spurred by the student comment today and also that parent email, just about some things I'm thinking about. Stay tuned to this channel. Hopefully, like I said, as this video is being recorded, it's the end of November 2023. Starting in January 2024, I hope we have some really cool stuff coming up here at Noble with esports, also with UNCG Esports. And just a lot of cool stuff coming up. So please, if you're not subscribed, stay subscribed to this channel, or subscribe to it. But stay subscribed. I know there hasn't been a video in a while, but I'll try to be better at that. Eventually, I want to get students on here. I've tried really hard. I've had students make videos, but most of them are pretty apprehensive about putting their face on the YouTube channel. And of course, you want to respect students' comfort levels, and so I haven't forced it upon anybody. But I'm trying to find some creative ways to maybe get them to get their ideas and get them on this YouTube channel. That's hopefully my goal. So again, thanks for watching. Definitely check out UNCG Esports. Check out nobleknights.gg, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.